Welcome back to the Possibility Storm. I'm your host Izlain, and along with the stream team present to you more of our exploration of the new cEDH landscape. We are dusting off more commanders we think have potential post-ban, and sending them into the arena to prove their worth. Who will come out on top? You'll have to continue watching to find out. Did you know that 70% of the views on this channel come from those of you who aren't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button. It's the best way to help us grow, and best of all, it's free. If you're feeling extra generous, you can head over to patreon.com/thepossibilitystorm to pledge. For as little as $1, you can help me crank out even more content for you, while higher tiers come with added benefits. Enjoy the show. First up this time is Kirk, and he brought Stella Lee back around. Stella was a pretty hyped up card upon its release, but then was rather quickly overshadowed by Nadu. Well, Nadu's now banned, and Stella's back. It does still suffer a bit from the lack of the mana rocks, but Dockside was never really necessary for the deck to pop off. It's still on a couple of combos that revolve around her copy ability and other copy and untapping effects to create loops that can end in a number of finishers. Rev is next, and he's playing Raggadragga. I'm not sure if he was running any of the banned cards, but I do know that Grohl almost 100% of the time was benefiting from Dockside. This list is pretty straightforward, running some sax pieces and plenty of dorks that benefit from Ragga's buffing ability. His later game ability can help finish things off, but there are a number of other ways the deck can shine, benefiting from that signature Rev jank. Joey is third, and he's trying out Edric again. This deck is one that he's never really given up on, but felt that it would work well in this new meta due to the lack of a need for rocks due to the high number of dorks and small creatures on the list. And that is the deck's aim, to flood the board with cheap creatures, draw a bunch of cards, and hopefully some of those are extra turn spells to keep the party going. I'm bringing up the rear, and I've dusted off my Ellivere Snacks deck. This was another of those culprit lists that just inherently feeds Docksides, and since that card is now banned, it doesn't have to worry. We also play enough stacks to counter all major winning strategies. The rest of the deck's focus is churning out creatures that can be enchanted by Ellivere's roll tokens and growing a huge board to win with beats, but we do have a couple of common combos in the deck that can finish things off if we draw or tutor into the pieces. So there you have it. Let's see how the meta shakes up this time. I don't have any pre-games. Anybody else?
Nothing here.
Nothing here.
I guess it's all on you, Kirk. Let's go.
Yeah, untap upkeep draw. I'm going to play Bloodstained Mire and crack it, losing a life. Am I okay to search?
Sir.
I'm looking for the Surveil land, which I should know the name of by now, but I never do.
I can barely remember what I had for breakfast.
Exactly. Alright, ETB Surveil 1.
Straight
That
to the
feels
trash.
wrong, but oh well, putting Underworld Breach in the grave. Passing the turn.
Draw for turn. Mountain and pass.
We love. Cool. Well, I'm gonna play this Windswept Teeth, and I'm gonna crack it. Losing a life. Grabbing a little trop action. Yeah, I'm gonna tap one for a Soul Ring. Alright, I'm good. Pass turn.
Drop turn. Martial Arts. Crack. Lose life. Get a Savannah. Battlefield tap, because I'm going to immediately cast an S7E10.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw on a card. Ancient Tomb. Let's cast a Snap, losing 2 life, targeting Esper Sentinel. You can draw. I'll have 1 colorless floating.
I'll draw, and I guess I'll have a Esper Sentinel in my hands.
I'll lose another 2 life and cast the One Ring. Can activate it now, why not? Draw a card. End step pass.
Alright, draw for turn. Mountain. Tap 2 for a power balance. That's good, I'm passing.
So on tap, nothing on my upkeep. I'll draw. I'm gonna play this Verdant Catacombs, and I'm gonna crack it. Alright, I'll go get a Breeding Pool. Shock myself, go to 36, tap for 4, and cast a Mercurial Spelldancer.
Alright, I have a power balance trigger. Doing a Rite of Flame, nope. Stay on top.
And then a Spellstutter Sprite. And shipping the turn.
I'll tap a draw.
Spell
Play it
Stutter
for
Sprite.
us.
And then Esper Sentinel back out.
Seems to be about the only good thing to do.
Alright, power
That's
balance
Esper Sentinel.
trigger.
All
I'll
right.
cast the Rite of Flame on top of it.
Cool.
Get 2 mana. Ooh,
You just don't want it on top.
I'm passing.
Untap upkeep. I will take 1 to the Run Ring. Draw a card. Attempt to draw 2. Looted Delta. Crack it. Lose a life. Find Island. Lose another 2 life. Cast Stella Lee.
Power balance trigger. Gemstones. Staying on top.
Move to end step and discard a Shivan Reef. And pass.
One tap upkeep draw and play a Gemstone Caverns. Yep. Wow, we're going to pass the turn.
Alright, I'll untap. Nothing on my upkeep. I'll draw. I'm gonna cast Edric.
Hey, power balance trigger. Oh, another land. Woo!
Then I'll go to combat. I'm gonna go 3 at Kirk.
No blocks. Take 3.
I'll draw 2. gonna play this island. I'm gonna run out this Triton the Shore Stalker. I'll pass the turn.
Untap, draw. Steady breaths. Combat. 1 at rev.
Oh, you know I'm taking it.
I'll draw. Avicens. I'll also play this Outset of Lifespan. And if that's good, I'm passing.
Untap. Take 2 to the ring. Put a draw. Shock into Steam Vents. Attempt to draw 3 cards with the One Ring. Let's cast a Mox Opal. Izlain, you can draw. Cast a Mystic Remora. Trigger Stella Lee. And it's revealing a Talisman of Creativity. Yes, yeah, why not? What the hell? Cast Talisman of Creativity. Let's put Spell Seeker on the stack.
Spell Stinker.
Spell Stinker on the stack.
Bell Stinker. There you go.
I have a feeling Izlain's gonna just stop me, but hey, you know, here we are, right?
This is just where you win, right? When you get that thing? Yeah.
Cast Cerulean Wisps, targeting Stella. Tap, activate Stella, targeting Cerulean Wisps on the stack.
I'll dig myself for 1. Generate a white. Cast Silence.
Trigger Mystic Remora.
Cannot pick.
Still draw his deck, right?
Yeah. I literally can do nothing about silence, so I must pass on silence.
I have no further actions.
Okay, untap, tap it, blah, blah, blah. Draw down to probably like right here. Being super sad Underworld Breach is in my grave. I'm just, the last one will resolve drawing this. And I'm moving to end step and going to discard. Discarding Force of Will, Force of Negation, Tidal Bore, Mental Misstep, Twisted Fealty, Buttload of Lands. Let's do this so you can see exactly what I'm discarding. Does that work?
Good enough.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't need to read it all.
And go.
I'm gonna play a Homeward Path. Don't steal my creatures, guys. What creatures? 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna cast a Heat Shimmer.
There you go.
Mystic Remora, trigger.
You can draw.
What's your target of Heat Shimmer?
My target is the Mercurial Spelldancer.
With that on the stack, cast Pyrokinesis, exiling Jessica's Will
Pyrokinesis.
to deal 4 damage. I will deal 1 to Mercurial Spelldancer, 1 to the Sprite, and that's 1, 2,
Kirk, I'm sorry to say, but I got a Power Balance trigger on top of that.
1 to hold on, 1 to the other 1. Yeah, that one, and 1 to the Avacyn's Pilgrim. Counterbalance trigger. There's also an Esper Sentinel trigger, which I can't pay for, so you may draw Izlain.
Heart of the card. No, that's Priest Titania. Okay, Joey, you're up, bud.
Tap. Nothing on my upkeep. I'll draw. I guess I first go to combat and punch Rev. Draw a card. Play an Ancient Tomb. And I guess I just kind of have to cast a Bridgeworks battle. Targeting my Edric and Stella Lee.
Well, Esper trigger.
And a Mystic Remora trigger by your Esper.
Well.
Yeah. You can both draw.
Draw. I'll respond with the Esper Sentinel trigger on the stack. Cast a Deflecting Swat, targeting the Bridgeworks battle fight target. I think I can do that, right?
You get to change both the targets, but the one has to be Edric. Like I don't think you can really change that target.
Okay. I would like to have Edric fight Izlain's Alceid of Life's, whatever that's called.
Dead as hell, but I gain a life. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think from there, I think I just pass.
Draw. Play a guy. That's great. Carpet. Can't pay
Trigger
for
Mystic Remora.
Can't pay.
We'll draw 3 Highlands for you, buddy.
Hell yeah. Move to second.
If you cast a
Trigger carpet. I'll make 3. 3 green, add a white. Cast my commander. ETB, make a roll. Attach it to this Esper Sentinel. So it is now a 2/2.
Oh, right. Isn't it a 3/3 or?
It's +1/+1 for each enchantment. Oh, right. I forgot it counts itself. Yeah. I've already moved through combat, though, unfortunately, so there will be no card draws for me, but I do have 8 in hand, so that means I gotta do something with this. But we can make 2 green here, and we will use that to cast this Fanatic of Ronus.
Finally.
That's 2
Power
draw.
Balance
Hey.
trigger. Put a Priest Titania on the field.
I'll pass turn.
Untap. Scary, scary, scary. All you guys are scary.
That's the man with combo in hand.
Yeah. you just like literally comboed off.
Upkeep with the Mystic Remora trigger on the stack and the One Ring trigger on the stack. Just cast a Born Upon the Wind.
All right, Power Balance trigger. And Esper.
Esper costs 2. Esper costs 3, so you ain't
yeah,
paying
it
for that.
costs 3. I can't pay for either one. Go for it.
So yeah, I'll attempt to cast the Unreal Remake. Targeting Stella Lee.
I have a Mystic Remora trigger on the stack.
I cannot pay.
Activate the One Ring. Good to draw 4?
Yep.
Draw my 4. Pact of Negation, trigger Stella Lee. Okay, Stella Lee's trigger is revealing a Fierce Guardianship to exile. Countered the get that card, whatever it's called.
It's called it's called Beetlejuice 2.
Beetlejuice 2.
Unwanted
Active Born Upon the
remake.
Wind on the stack.
That was it. I shot my shot.
Letting Born resolve. Drawing a card. Joey, you have definitely told me you have Otawara in hand, is what I'm hearing, buddy.
Yeah, well, this guy's he knows the game.
Play Lotus Petal.
We've played with Kirk long enough to know that he sends these mixed signals of I'm not doing that great, and then wins. So he may be just bluffing a little bit.
Cast Dramatic Reversal. Losing 2 life, having a colorless floating. Hold priority above your power balance trigger. And tap Stella Lee to target Dramatic Reversal.
Well, this is where I have to interact. And maybe I should have interacted before the Lotus Petal hit, but I think either way, you probably have me. So I'll lose 2 life to my Ancient Tomb, and I will I'll channel the Otawara, targeting Stella.
2 red and this colorless. Cast Finale of Promise. No, we'll make X equals 2. I will cast up to 1 target instant and 1 target sorcery from my graveyard, each with mana value X or less, without paying their mana cost. Targets are going to be Hidden Strings and Shore Up, which I will cast. Hidden Strings and Shore Up above your Otawara bounds, targeting Stella Lee with the Shore Up, and targeting Stella Lee in this Team Vents with the Hidden Strings.
So those 2 happen, and then you can just, I guess, explain how you win.
Yep, Shore Up would untap Stella Lee. With these both on the stack, I would tap, copying, doesn't really matter, Hidden Strings, untap Stella Lee in an island, do it again, have a billion mana floating, then eventually untap all of these permanents. And then with a billion mana floating, cast Expansion Explosion, having Rev draw a billion cards, deal a billion damage to Joey, tap it, copy it on the stack, having Izlain draw a billion cards, and a billion damage to Joey.
Game 2, let's go.